Have you been scammed by the weekend and like bought into the whole idea of the weekend and the week is coming to an end? So all your efforts and everything that you have done, like you just stop? Do you take your foot off the accelerator? For me, the weekends mean something totally different these days, you know? And so for the last year and a half, particularly the year and a half, I got super intentional with my weekends and my life has subsequently changed. If your life looks the same as it did last year, as it looks like the year before, it's probably because you're not making the most of your weekends and you're literally just wasting them away, taking your foot off the accelerator. You have to go harder. The unsexy answer, the inconvenient truth is that you have to go harder. You have to do more. For you to have results that you've never gotten before, you're going to have to go to places that you've never been before. When you go to these places as well, you're going to be doing things differently. It's not going to make sense to people around you. They will tell you to relax, to take it easy, to rest up, and get this right, like they are right to a degree. For me, I don't know if you guys can relate, but I used to work construction, yeah? I used to do shift work. Some hours I would do 45 hours a week, but that was kind of from 4:30 p.m. to 2:30 a.m., totally throwing out my body clock. To only wake up at 7 or 8 o'clock to get in the gym to do things like that because I couldn't sleep in. I just couldn't sleep, you know, like, and then 2 weeks later, I'd do like 54, 55 hours and then have one day off and all this kind of stuff. So everything was shot out. And my weekends were, it was the end of the week, so to speak, but I had to fire up. This is where I started doing YouTube, personal training, personal coaching and stuff like that. What I've been working on, the link is in the description, so you'll see exactly what I do. But for the most part, right, I had to dig deeper and I had to lose all concept of the weekend. There is a reality out there where you don't actually count day by day by day. Maybe you're at work and you're like, oh, I just got to get to Wednesday to payday or Thursday payday. Oh, it's a couple more days to the weekend. Then the Monday comes and you're like, oh, 2 more days will be middle of the week. How is that a way to live, you know? How? I was doing it for 20 something odd years. Like, it's not the way to do it. Like, you can get excited by your life, but it's getting masked as inconvenient, all too hard on the weekend. See, I would give my best self during the week, all my vitality, all my energy, all everything to my job, which is when I'm there, I give my best, you know, and then I had to try and do my best outside of work, you know, so you're in a little bit of a pickle because you want to move the needle, you want to do things better, but you can't, you just can't, you don't have the energy, and that is a problem, guys. Just know that all time is not created equal. There are some bits of time that you need to guard with your life. That is why I'm telling you that you need to not drink, not do alcohol, not overeat, not do porn, not overindulge, casual sex or whatever, because that eats up your weekend. And then in turn, you do nothing, you cope, you literally just go back to work, less disciplined, more out of shape, less money, all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? To go do it all again because you want an escape, because that's all it is. Like, when you're doing all that stuff, all it is just like, you're just frustrated with the reality that you currently have. And I'm telling you that I'm not doing it. I haven't been drinking, I haven't been overeating, I haven't been doing any of it, whatever. I'm having a, it's pretty good, guys. And you can live like that. And I don't count the time or whatever. But the way that I had to earn this step was that I had to reprogram my mind, stop calling it the weekends. It's just another day. And if anything, I had to just say that it was more important, because that Saturday and Sunday, that was a time where I could work on myself and work on things, on how to quote unquote change my reality. Not escape, but just change and go. If I need a different reality, I need to go to places that people aren't prepared to go. So I had to wake up early, I had to work longer, all this kind of stuff. I came back to my job wrecked, but I knew that for the long play, that things that just needed to happen, because then I could just engineer. Like, I haven't been working for nearly 3 months. You know what I'm saying? There is no concept of the weekend. I'm way more productive than I ever have been. I feel better than I ever have because I respected my weekends. I did the work when no one else was telling me to do it, when no one else was reinforcing it, no one was giving me a pat on the back. And that's what it looks like when you are trying to change, guys. So you always want that one person to tell you, go for it, bro. It's possible, you know. You can do it, man. But that never comes. So you're going to be working in the dark with no guarantee, because that's how it works, right? If you want to do anything, if you want to just do what everyone else is doing, you get a paycheck, like, it's okay. At least you got a guarantee. But this has got no guarantee. So I don't know if any of this is going to work. But I know it's definitely working because I feel like I'm living, I'm not existing. I'm unplugged for the most part. So my question to you is, how are you spending your weekends? Are you doing things that don't matter? Are you doing things just to tick boxes on other people's programs because you don't have a plan? All you need is a plan, because if you don't have a plan, someone else is going to have a plan for you. What interests you? What do you want to do? What lights you up? Because that's all it is, right? I love meeting people that just, like, they could be into cards or coins or whatever, like, you know, like, I don't know, jet ski, anything, but they light up when, you know, that they light up when they start talking about it, you know? Find that one thing that literally, like, lights you up in every single way, and start getting serious about it and start protecting your time. Like I said, I'd be getting rid of all the distractions, all the vices, because that'll just literally save you time, energy, resources, money, everything, you know what I mean? So get super, super intentional. Period, guys. That's the key, yeah? And doing it for a prolonged period of time where, you know, there's no reinforcement of if it's working or not. And how you spend it now, right? So get this right. You always go, oh, I could go on a holiday, I could have free time or whatever. But if you are spending it right now, you're wasting it and you're scrolling for the most part. You're not disciplined, you're overeating, you're just slothing away. If someone gave you more time, do you reckon that would be beneficial for you? That is why a morning process is super, super key. Like, for me, guys, like, I just wake up, do morning push-ups, do a cold shower, give value on here. And that's that, you know what I mean? Like, go train. I'm about to go train, giving value, make this video, then I'll go carry on my day. Simple, done. It takes away all the thought process, all the doom scrolling, whatever. I know that I have a list. And when you start getting a list together, guys, like, you start feeling good when you start crossing shit off. And that's how it should be. People call that structure, whatever. I call that freedom, bro, because that enables me to do what I'm doing over here, you know? So if you don't have a process or whatever, I highly recommend that you get one, because if you don't start running the day is going to start running you, period, you know? So that's super, super important. Have a clear set of goals, guys, right? For the most part. So then that way you don't have to waste your weekends, you know? You just get straight to work, you know? So not all time is created equal. Do you think that Saturday and Sunday is more important for you than Monday to Friday? For me personally, it was Saturday and Sunday, because that was the time where I could just focus. Like, people just, like, not interrupting me, didn't have to get told when to go eat, take a break, whatever, you have to stay back or whatever. You can make time for you. Don't get me wrong, I made time before work and after work because that's what needed to be done. But I was at my freshest with most vitality and everything like that on Saturday and Sunday. So you sometimes have to protect that time. If you've got a spouse, great. Clue them in and just say, look, I want to do this. That, like, we're going to be changing. This is where I'm going to be steering the ship or whatever. That won't ever take away from you. That's actually quite attractive to hear it. Like, if you're with someone, you're like, no, we're going like this, baby. We're going to be doing this. We're doing this, whatever. Okay. So set some boundaries, protect your time, lose all concept of the weekends, work every single day, have a morning process, get rid of all vices. And I promise you that your life will look different in 6 months, 12 months, but it might not even look different in 12 months. Will you still keep going and be that overnight success? See, this is the thing. Like, if I keep going in 3 years, which I will be, it's all going to be obvious, right? But at the moment, it doesn't seem like it's obvious. But you're like, you know, at the moment, you're just going through the grind, you're just turning up or whatever, and it feels amazing, feels good. This is why I do it. And I won't stop. But I'm just saying, like, overnight success takes years. Just be prepared to not get that result. See, I know we're always motivated by the result. I could be saying the same thing to you right now. I'm in Thailand or whatever. But in 2-3 years, I could be standing by a car in a totally different setup or whatever. And then you will listen. But I'll be saying the same thing because it's the same thing, guys. Like, listen to what I've just said, you know. This is how I've changed my life. The feeling of how I feel right now because I've implemented this stuff and lost all concept of the weekend. That's how I've done it, guys. Exactly. There is no secret formula, no secret sauce. It just takes a tectonic shift of will, power, everything to do it. Reprogramming your mind, taking time more seriously. Another cheat code I'll give you another 2 bonus ones that has enabled me to kind of change my life and reprogram my weekend, so to speak. The TV is never on for the last 2 years. I haven't watched TV. I don't know characters or this or that or anything, any show. If anyone's asked me, have you watched this? No, I haven't watched this because I don't watch TV. There's more important stuff to do, which is kind of called living, right? For the most part. So if you're doing it, I'd highly recommend just go do stuff in your life, you know? You can live, bro. You don't have to live through other people and watch other people play sport or do whatever. You can go do that too, you know? So there's that, and then there's intermittent fasting, guys. And I'm telling you guys, that is the cheat code. Like right now, I don't know. It's like, I don't even know what time it is. 8, 9 in the morning. Haven't eaten since 6:30 last night. Won't eat till 11. This is when I come at my clearest because I'm at my clearest. I've got nothing holding me down or whatever. I feel clear, guys. If you want that clarity, I'm telling you guys that it's all there for the taking. But yeah, guys, rewire your concept of the weekend. Respect that time more. Guard it with your life, right? And get productive. Figure out what it is to you. I told you the whole checklist before, and I want you guys to take it more seriously because ever since I've started taking the weekends more seriously, my life looks totally different. And it will start, and it will keep amplifying. Right now, it's just starting to go, right? And I'm going to take you here on a journey with me. You're going to see it all happen in all stages. And yeah, guys, stay super blessed. Get to it, and I will chat to you in the next one.